Last we left our heroes, you awoke within the ice and crystal-adorned realm of Clandestrix, having discovered the likely location of her lair being this crystalline tower that descends from the upper reaches of the underworld. You sought out some form of ascension to the dragon's lair from below. As you set off, you were faced with a series of challenges inherent with this magically enhanced realm of snow and ice. A magical aurora swept across you, imbuing you with magic and strange visions, and a full-on blizzard sent you looking for shelter or face the bitter cold and frostbite. You managed to burrow a small ice cavern for yourselves to wait out the storm before Augustus used his primal magic to attempt to address Clandestrix directly. Utilizing Skyrite to shape the clouds and aurora above the rhyme sphere, you watched as his words became corporeal, and shortly thereafter, you heard a voice call out from a crystal pillar set behind you. Here you spoke with Clandestrix herself. She made note of your unique troop and acknowledged your being here in Ludomir's stead, but still needed to gauge your ability while helping her at the same time. As luck would have it, a second group of creatures happened to be traversing the rhyme sphere en route to Clandestrix's lair with a far more nefarious purpose in mind. She posed the task to you to stop them before they were able to access her lair, and on her direction, made your way into this cauldron-like hollow of ice and snow, in the center of which, atop a ramp of compacted snow and ice, sits a platform of crystal with 3 pedestals, and above this whole space, you see dozens of orbs that kind of bob along in the air, faintly tinkling as they float along above you. You made preparations, positioned yourselves, cast spells, and waited in ambush until finally Andy's alarm was tripped and your quarry comes. 4 small creatures of yellow-brown skin with clubs and packs slung over their backs. 2 elven or part elven warriors clad in dark travel wear but clearly armed and armored. Another figure that strides forward in this hunched, limping gait, heavily obscured by black and gray cloth and a closed helm with grated visor that obscures the face. Finally, taking the rear, a large 2-headed giantkin lumbers behind, looking for any signs of trouble. Not having spotted you yet, you have the upper hand. Gain a surprise round as we roll initiative now.
Ooh, look at that. Oh.
And Nettie, that's you right there.
25 to 20. 20 to 15.
18.
15 for me.
15 to 10.
12.
13.
Okay. We're not below 10. That's pretty good.
Pretty good for the gang.
Yeah.
Not bad. Not bad.
For this campaign?
As we kick things off, picking up from where we ended last game, Augustus, unfortunately, in your haste to try and get involved, unfortunately rolled a 1, and therefore will miss out on the surprise round. You can prepare for the round proper as these 3 get their first actions off.
Oh shit, that means I'm first.
Andy, does mean it does in fact come to you first.
Didn't think I was gonna go first.
As a reminder, just generally, just to look over the map here, obviously, our enemies are coming in through this ice wall. Ali, Enid, and with Tootsuite up beside you, you're positioned up on this wall in a bit of a precarious position. You're about 15, 20 feet up on this kind of like semi-carved out section that you're holding your position at, overlooking here. You would have at least half cover from below, just based on the positioning. DeCrane and Andy, you're both taking position behind this kind of mound of ice and snow. Currently, you would have half cover. You're kind of crouched and are like popping up as this kicks off, so you would still have half cover. You can crouch to take full cover, but that does consider, in my head, you're prone if you're crouching. Augustus, you are semi-obscured, also considered half cover over on the far side, and Ray is active directly behind you.
I can see her. Look at her little cutie. Yeah.
Okay,
Andy.
I forgot that I had chunks of ice with me, so I am going to take a step to my left. I want to try to get in line, or like kick out I probably would have set these out to do this, but kick out a piece of ice. I want to try to catapult that line of 3 people in the middle, so that if the one dodges, it'll hit the next guy. And continue.
The one thing I'll say is, unfortunately, where you guys have knocked this crystal over, this creature is a small creature and is actually lower than this. So you have sight to hit this creature, but at the angle to hit them, it would not continue past to these, if you see what I'm saying. Like you'd have to angle too low to hit.
Nope,
You
that's fine.
couldn't have a direct
I'm
line
cool
to
with the
either
other
of these
two. Yep, I'm cool with the other two.
So this kind of hunched figure in the middle, and if they dodge, it will go towards the end.
Yeah, it's a dex save.
Dex save coming up. That is a success, as this figure manages just to duck and like sidestep in this kind of this slow, like kind of hunched limp. But suddenly, as this rocketing piece of crystal and ice fires towards them, they do move surprisingly quick. The Etten, however, is likely not.
We gotta take down that big boy.
That's a 7.
Nice.
Let's roll some damage. Where the fuck are my d8s? Oh, there. That is a very mid roll. 15.
15. Okay. You watch as where this creature had just kind of pivoted out of the way, your like 5-pound, like, jagged piece of crystal does embed into the gut of this like thick bellied skinned creature, this kind of bluey gray skin, and both heads simultaneously both look down and just
It was only 14. I did my math wrong.
Okay, 1 extra point for you. That is your action.
That's my action. I'm gonna duck back behind the giant boulder thing with the crane.
Are you going prone or just standing tall?
I'm fine with the half cover for now.
Okay.
Or whatever, quarter cover.
Take us to Crane.
Yes, oh man, that one guy's way bigger than I thought he was gonna be.
Oh boy. I'm trying to think like to take a shot, but there's so many people in there.
Do you have piercing target as one of your, or like isn't there one where if like you can go through a guy, you can hit the next guy? I just don't know if that's one you have.
It would be called piercing shot if you do have.
I have winging shot, dazing shot, disarming shot.
Murder shot?
No, unfortunately not.
Okay, I was just curious. They're just perfectly lined up for that, but otherwise just either shoot or didn't say you had your bow out too because you didn't want to alarm them with a giant shot right away? I can't remember.
I have my I'll go with dazing shot though.
Sure. Go ahead. At which target?
The is like I would like to say the easiest target, the one with the best.
The easiest, honestly, like the biggest target here has the most surface area would be this one. However, you see 4 of these really small, which you have to imagine are not particularly resilient creatures. So depending on your determination there.
Like if I did go for the big guy, am I shooting at a disadvantage because of all those people in front?
Nope, because he stands tall, well over. You've got plenty of shot against him, and you coming at from like a surprise, you have a straight roll.
Let's go. I'll go for him then. Why not?
Okay.
Shoot her!
All right.
Bring her down!
And well, I don't think that'll be happening this roll.
Never know.
What's the total?
It is for my longbow +8, so that's 13.
13 hits.
Yay!
And dazing shot. What does the dazing shot do?
So dazing shot says when you make a firearm against creature, you expend 1 grip point. On a hit, creature takes damage and must make a con saving throw DC 14 or suffer disadvantage on attacks until the end of their next turn.
Oh, that's right. So I think technically to use your like grit, you need to be using your firearm because the whole point is like it's based around like the impact of a gun. Okay. So I'm okay with you switching to your firearm if you want to use that. I'm even okay using the dazing shot for your longbow for this action, just simply because we've already done it. I think it's fine. But going forward, we'll try and remember that. So either do you want to switch to the firearm or do you want to just use it for this one?
Just for this one.
You got it. Okay. Sorry. So what's the save?
14.
That's a natural 2. It's not going to do it.
Oops. Hell yeah.
And for damage, it's 1d8 plus 4, and it's a 5.
Okay, so
Plus
9
4.
points of damage.
Sweet.
9 points of damage. Great job. And effectively dazed as until the end of their next turn. Okay, great. So I wanted to make sure that actually was going to last through the next round, which it will. Great. They are dazed. Make sure you mark off that red thing. That's your action. Do you want to stay there? Do you want to hide? What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm going to keep that cover, and I'll just tell everyone, he's dazed. Take him down now.
I love it.
Perfect. You see visibly one of the hands goes up to the left head, and the right head is just kind of totally fine, but the left head is indeed a little groggy. Enid, you see this, you hear this call out. It's your turn. What do you do?
Ooh. Do I want to drop one of the myconid spore clusters? Should we make this fun? Is someone in there that will get hurt? Am I within range?
You're clear. And I mean, I forget what the radius I made for those is, but they're in a solid 15-foot cluster, 20-foot cluster.
Okay.
So I think that's within where you would potentially hit all of them.
Okay.
If you did drop it in there, obviously it's savable and it's poison, but your call.
You do you. What would Nettie do?
I feel she would do it. I feel she would, and then
do it.
Yeah. So, and then I'll use a bonus action or something to either get out of there quick.
Yeah. What? So can you read out the spore cluster's effect to me, please?
Okay. So, it says, as an action, you can crush the mushroom cluster in your hand or underfoot, releasing a cloud of spores centered on you. Alternatively, you can make a ranged attack roll and throw it at a creature or object within 20 feet when it erupts on impact. In either case, the cluster bursts and release a 5-foot radius sphere of spores, causing the area to become heavily obscured and forcing creatures who start their turn within the spore cloud or who enter for the first time on a turn to make a DC 11 Constitution saving throw or suffer 2d6 poison damage. The cloud dissipates by the end of the turn.
So, I thought it was a little bigger than a 5-foot radius. So basically, if you want to drop it, you can hit. You basically have to choose if you hit the front or the back. So either you get the Etten or you get these small creatures. You can't get both of those. You can easily get these in either side.
Yeah.
It's either whether you get this guy and this guy or these 3 little guys.
If it's the front, since they have to enter it for the first time, if you do the front guys, that means eventually the back guys will move through it and in theory enter it later.
Yeah. Okay. I'll do that then.
It's also closer to you, but
yeah.
Good strategy.
And yeah, she literally would just take it and throw it. So
what would she say as she does it?
Just spike it like a football.
Go, suck on this.
With that, you throw down this myconid spore cluster, and these 3 individual little creatures look up to you as you're spiking this cluster down. The 3 of them are you can see the browny gray, orange tan skin, but the heads you see are each wearing partial skull masks of various creatures, especially to your eyes. You can see avian, ravens skulls or crow skulls or various other kind of bird skulls. One of them is a half a wolf skull, but they're very small, and they kind of look at you as you. I forget. Sorry, was it an immediate thing or when they enter on their turn?
It says who start their turn within the spore cloud or who enter for the first time on a turn.
Okay, so it'd be on their turn that the effect takes place.
Yeah.
So that is your action to throw that. Do you want to stay where you are, or do you want to use movement or bonus to move?
No, I will use bonus to move out of there.
Are you going to Misty Step, or
yeah?
Where do you want to go?
Can I kind of go back? What's the furthest I can go?
You can go 30 feet. So anywhere within like a 30-foot radius, you can get up onto this stuff. You can get up just in front of these guys here.
Okay.
Still 30 feet of movement too, so you could still move after it.
True.
That's right.
Yeah, I'll get to. Sure. Yeah, I'll go back up there.
And then you have 30 feet of your actual movement if you wish to move.
Okay. So then what I'll do is I'll kind of go on the opposite side of where Augie is. So like the opposite.
Like over here.
Yeah, like over there.
Sure. Like off,
That way we
off the hill.
Then that way we've got coverage
Love it.
on each side.
Twinning.
Twinning.
Enid throws this poisonous cluster and then bamps out of there as you guys watch. Now, unfortunately, you can no longer see down here as the heavily obscured spore cloud begins to heavily obscure, and all you can hear is this choking and coughing from the creatures caught within. As we come through the rest of the turn, back to the top of the round, surprise over. Augustus takes first initiative.
Okay, Ray, we really got to do something cool here to impress to Crane and that dragon lady. And then with that wish, Ray is going to glow a bit, a little spinning off, and we're going to cast Moonbeam right above these guys where they were before. So that's 5-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder centered on a point within range. It's 120 feet. So I think I would have aimed for maybe right where the spores are. So just like Leah was thinking, they'd have to walk through it. Yeah.
Okay, sure. You guys watched as the moonbeam that was there, or the cloud of spores that was there, is suddenly just illuminated by this radiant light.
Like shining a spotlight on a smoke, dry
Yeah.
dry ice.
When you turn your high beams on in fog.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure both of those effects happen on creature turn versus your turn.
Yes, it says when a creature enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, it is engulfed in ghostly flames that cause searing pain.
So it's going to happen on their turns.
Sweet. Yep. All good.
Okay. That is your action, and it's concentration, if I remember correctly.
Yes, and I think that's all I'm going to do for my turn.
Okay. Ray's going to stay with you.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. That ends Augustus' turn. Takes us to the Ettin's turn. The Ettin, using its action, it's going to pick up one of the smaller creatures with it and throw them.
Fucking love it. I love this guy.
So first thing I'm going to do is go through the saves for the effect of the spore cloud and then the moonbeam. So
Sweet.
It's con for both.
It's con for mine. Do you remember what poison cloud was? It's con 15 for moonbeam.
It's typically con for poison.
Poison is usually con-based, yeah.
Success for the poison with a 21 and a 18 for the
Yeah,
moonbeam.
good for this cat.
I mean, kind of giant kin constitution is kind of a little bit in his wheelhouse for sure, but I think half damage the moonbeam.
It does take half on a save, so let me just roll that. So that's 13, half to 6.
6 points of that. I think, and unfortunately, the poison is either an all or nothing situation. I don't think there's a half for save. So he manages to kind of just keep his heads up and above the spore cloud as he picks up this little creature, and you hear this as he steps forward and just lumber. All right, who gets there? And he steps forward to 40 foot.
Oh, he was dazed. Did that affect any of this?
It's just disadvantage on attack roll.
Oh, great. Okay, cool.
So he's going to step to just right there first, holding this other creature in his hand, who he is going to attempt to throw at DeCrane and Andy.
I love it.
As an improvised weapon at disadvantage. Still a strength roll for him.
I love the creature being a weapon.
With disadvantage, unfortunately, is only going to be 11, which is not going to hit either of you, and just this, you watch this creature's land on the snow cluster in front of you.
Slide.
He's going to take a little bit of damage. He takes 5 points of damage from the impact himself.
Scott puts streaking on window shield sound effect here.
Yeah, that's right. He doesn't look so hot. And then with his second attack, this guy is going to throw, just like pulling from his other arm, like a hastily kind of made spear, and with the clearest line of sight is going to be Enid. So at Enid, still at disadvantage from the haze or daze. That is going to be a natural 1.
Ooh.
The other arm, still from the daze, tries to throw the spear, and both arms kind of cross at the same time, and he ends up kind of like jabbing his own hand with the other arm as both heads start to like argue against one another for hurting themselves, and then just kind of yelling at one another back and forth. This time they've switched now into a language I don't believe any of you can understand. They are going to end their turn there as they squabble, and Andy, we come to you.
Okay, well, as a thing lands in front of me, she's gonna panic and without thinking try to smack it with her stick.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
It's very instinctive. Just
you have advantage on the check as he is potentially prone.
this first one was better. That's going to be a 19.
Hits.
Yeah, it's only a D6.
Nice.
Hey, it's 4 points of radiant damage.
You bring your staff down, and this thing, you see the skull atop its head crack, and it goes, and it falls unconscious.
Sorry. That wasn't on purpose. Decrane, what do we do?
We hold.
Okay. That's. Can I just, I'm gonna leave him there. He's kind of more cover. It's fine.
That's your action? You're going to stay in bonus, and that's it?
Yeah, I'm not gonna move.
Decrane, we come to you. Enid, you're on deck.
I'm gonna pull out the gun this time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
And
You draw the...
yeah, and I'm gonna use another. I'm going to go with winging shot.
Okay.
I'm gonna knock him prone.
Nice.
Sounds like a plan.
Look what kind of save it is and make sure it's not a con save.
It's a strength saving throw of 14.
We know this guy is strong and hardy, so just keep that in mind.
That is a good point.
The Etten is certainly the largest of the crew here.
He's a big boy.
Just for scale comparison.
That's our little Nettie.
You know what? I'm going to take the risk.
Hell
Okay.
yeah.
It's a strength saving throw coming right up.
The dice are going to honor you here, Kev.
The dice did not honor you here, Kat.
They disgraced me.
It was a 16 total.
Damn. Okay.
Unfortunately. It was close, but the Etten is relatively strong, unfortunately. You still hit, or I guess you hit the roll to hit first.
Let me roll.
Roll the hit.
And it is a 12.
Yeah, so you're going to hit for sure.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll your damage, but it does not get knocked prone as a result.
It's a 6.
Plus 4, so 10?
Yep.
Great. Yeah. You do not manage to knock it prone, but you do fire into its leg, looking to kind of like take it down a peg or hit it up high to try and knock it backwards. And you just meet thick flesh that it stops for a second. It stops its squabbling, and both heads turn towards you and brows furrow, baring teeth. You've definitely made an enemy.
I'm just going to quickly check. I don't think I have any bonus. No, I don't. Okay, I'll stay where I am, and I'll tell Mary, we hold.
Andy.
Be prepared. I mean, fighting.
Who's that?
Be prepared to move if he comes.
Okay.
We'll
Okay.
fight. We need to.
Sure.
Enid, we come to you.
Okay, so that is Toot Sweet up on the wall, right?
Yes, and if you wanted to, you could have had Toot Sweet on your last turn move if you wanted.
No, that's perfect.
Okay, great.
That's perfect. Am I allowed to get Toot Sweet to attack?
Yeah, it just costs your bonus action.
That's fine. I will just be like, I'll just whistle. I don't know how to do it. I'll just whistle, and he will know from that whistle to fly into the back of the guy's neck and bite him, like give him like a nip to like distract him.
Absolutely. Go ahead and make an attack roll for Toot Sweet as the flying squirrel leaps and just dive bombs the back of these two heads here.
Come on, Toot Sweet.
Tootie's got it.
Oh, for sure.
Or as someone wrote on TikTok, tit sweet. In a adorable typo.
12.
A 12 hits. 12 is the AC.
Nice.
Woo!
Good boy, TS.
Toot Sweet.
Toot Sweet gets a bite on this large creature as both heads begin to zero in on Crane, and suddenly Toot Sweet is on the back of one, biting into the ear, just nibbling and gnawing away in this chittering sound. How much damage does Toot Sweet deal to this poor Etten?
20. Oh no. 20?
20?
No, there's
No,
no
11
way.
piercing damage. I did that wrong. 11 piercing damage.
11 piercing.
That's
Max
a
damage,
lot.
though.
Still
That's
very
sick.
good. Yeah, he dives in and bites and like begins to actually like at 11 points like tears this ear free by the end of the
Oh my god.
rips his ear off, and you just see Toot Sweet, this feral little squirrel with a giant ear hanging out of its mouth as it kind of switches its head back and forth. The right head is just howling. The left head turns and is kind of laughing at him. That is your bonus action. You still have your action. What do you do?
Can I try and shoot him in the eye?
Yeah, for sure. Now, if you want to actively shoot at the eye, it is a called shot. So the AC is higher, like significantly, because that's a pretty small target.
Okay.
So I would give from a 12, like up to an 18 AC to hit the eye.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
Okay.
He has 4 eyes too, because of his 4 faces.
Yeah.
It's true. You would be hitting
Sorry,
the
two faces.
left, where 1 is the closer face, and 2, it's the face that is not moving quite as much, that is trying to shake off a squirrel.
Okay.
So it'd be the left, one of the left eyes. Here we go.
21.
21 hits.
You
Go ahead
did
and
it.
roll damage.
And then 11 piercing.
There you go. Sure.
Wow.
Right. You can do your thing here too, Al, I think, once per turn.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot it's not
Yeah.
bonus.
The psychic blades.
Yeah. And then the D4, I got a 3.
Nice.
Psychically, not even just so metaphysically, but literally piercing slightly into tickling the brain with the tip of an arrow as it pierces and destroys the left head's left eye. As it so happens, this creature has 2 heads, therefore has advantage on perception. However, that is now going to be a straight roll going forward, given the significant damage,
Oh.
Nice.
provided it's
What-
not dead here shortly after.
Yeah, for their life, they've lost that ability.
It's true. Enid, are you going to hold your ground there?
Yeah.
Okay. Enid holds. That takes us to our little gremlin friends' turns.
Oh.
The 3 of them are caught in the cloud of poison here. So that
Gotta
is
make
going to
some
be
con
their
saves.
first con saves collectively. We're going to go 1, 2, 3. One's a natural 20. They succeed. One's a 19. They succeed. But one's a 2. That's it.
No.
So go ahead and roll 2d6 poison, Allie. They don't have that many hit points. Like this in theory
That's a
could
2.
kill. That's not going to kill. But
You roll snake eyes? Oh, that's too bad.
No, 2.
uh,
Just a 2.
Just a
they are likewise in the radius of Moonbeam, so it's another con save for them for Moonbeam.
Yeah, 15.
Again, 2 successes, 1 fail.
Okay, so The one guy will take 14 for full, and then 7 for the other two.
Okay, so all of them are getting hurt. They're not down and out, but this guy is 100% done so.
Oh. What do you think's... I forgot my voice. What do you think's happening in there, Ray? It's them sizzling to the death in the fog.
One of them is just disintegrated and burned away to a crisp. The other two are going to run out of here.
Oh, yeah, I forgot there's guys behind those guys.
They're going to have to just use their action to dash as they survey the scene, still patting out the radiant flames. They're going to run, get up beside Andy there, and get up beside Enid there, but they had to use their action to dash. So no further actions from them. And this one is also destroyed. That is their full turn. Takes us to these two creatures back here. Conveniently, you watch them both just apparate, similarly to how Enid and Augustus have Misty stepped before. And both these creatures just step forward through the ether and begin to assess the situation. As they look around, you all see similar but not identical elven in racial origins, but not the ethereal, beautiful elves that you've come to hear about in stories and legend and maybe have seen in your adventures. These are pointed ears and pointed features, pointed chin and high cheekbones, but the skin is sallow and sunken. In places it folds oddly, tattered and flaky, ashen. Not in a way that is classic of like of a dark drow, or dark elf, or a drow. This is something odd, different, and they do bear, as they draw their blades free, these kind of short swords that are rusted and pockmarked, and they kind of gleam with a green and orange hue of various elements all throughout. The closer they get to you, they reek of this rotting vegetation.
Benny, they got the ick. They got the ick. That's that scent you smelled before.
Yeah. Oh.
Maybe these guys were the guys in that killed that guy who was kind of shitty. You know, he's kind of lame. That like king guy on his boat. But still, murder's wrong.
Yeah.
Unless you're an adventuring party doing it for the good of all.
Murder. As they rush forward, the two Herringons are the most convenient, and they rush forward with the blades drawn, and are going to make 2 attacks against each of you. As they do, 2 against Enid. That's, geez, pretty good rolls. 20 and a 24.
Yep.
Oh, man.
That's going to be... On the first one, Enid does 5 slashing damage and 3 points of poison damage, and 4 slashing damage and 6 points of poison damage.
Okay.
As they cut into you. On the other side, against you, Augustus, as this one rushes up to you, kind of like choosing the targets, sees this advantage to be able to kind of come up over the edge and like jab down at you from above, looks down, and you hear it kind of chuckle and says, "Oh, got a couple of seedling brats here. You escaped on us, eh? I'll see if we can't reunite you with your kin." Goes to attack you for a 14 and a 12.
Both miss. I used my shield that Derbil gave me.
You hold the shield up high, and as he brings the blade down, kind of gives you a look and has that like exchange, and maybe for just the brief second was able to give you that chance to block, as he was taken aback seeing you. That's going to end their turns and take us to our final combat, as this figure is on the outside of the moonbeam and poison, but has no choice but to go in. Doesn't have that. Yeah, he's just going to walk in. He's fine.
Doesn't sound good for us.
Steps through. It's going to make the 2 saves.
Yeah, this sounds ominous. Don't like this.
So con against the poison was a definite success. This is an 18 total. And then a con against the moonbeam, only a 12.
Okay. Do you want me to roll every time? I guess because it's a different creature entering in.
Yeah.
This one is... Oh, that's fun. They hit each other. 7 radiant.
Sounds good. He comes through, tapping away some of that radiant kind of light that is evident there, and is going to whisper something that no one is quite close enough to hear. But those of you who do look past to see Decrane and Ian and Andy, those of you who aren't immediately kind of engaged, you watch as something kind of spills forth from beneath the cloak, and they're suddenly just surrounded in a haze of kind of a dusk, and dust is kind of swirling about them. They become obscured. Attacks against them will have disadvantage.
On which 2 was it? His 2 bros or everybody?
Just on him.
Oh, okay.
On himself.
What do they look like?
You, unfortunately, are engaged with another creature. So when you get engaged with this creature, you will have a better look. Andy and Decrane were the first ones to kind of see they're too far away to get any fine detail. You'd have to get up closer to kind of identify a little bit more. But to do that was his bonus action. That's his full movement.
Just switched my playlist to creepy combat to suit the mood.
Yeah, let's go with this. Again, from beneath the cloak, you watch this creature kind of scoop something low, utter a couple of words, and you watch some arcane energy begin to kind of flow. And he scatters dust and mist that begins to kind of envelop over Andy, Decrane, and Enid. And each of you to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Come on, guys.
15.
I rolled a 16.
7. No, 8.
And X save, 20 total.
Enid and Decrane, you manage to shield yourselves enough from this cascade of dust and kind of glitter. But Andy, perhaps just kind of unable to move quick enough, or just enraptured, you do fall under the effect of fairy fire.
Advantage.
Before this one finishes its turn, it looks up to the creature to its immediate left, to the Etten, as it is getting its head just violently attacked by 2 sweet. Tries to look at the left head now with an arrow sticking out of its eye, and does utter something that I'd like Enid and Augustus to make perception checks for me at disadvantage.
Okay.
To see if you can manage to pick this up through the din of battle.
Ooh, my lowest was an 18, I think. Yeah.
Mine was a 10.
Yeah, Enid, unfortunately, just like the action of having to dodge out of the way of the fairy fire and having these 2 creatures directly in front of you, you're not focused on what this creature says. Augustus, having looked past now over your shield, seeing this new figure come in and hearing the Sylvan words of a creature, and innately kind of recognizing the language, and how rare that is in this world, and yet a holdover of your previous life. You hear this creature speak up to this Etten and say, "Bring the seedlings, kill the others." That ends its turn, takes us to the top of the round with Augustus.
Very, scared but curious. I think I'm instinctually gonna reach a paw out and shift Moonbeam over top of them. That costs an action, but I can move it 60 feet.
60 feet, yeah, for sure. I was going to say, what's the range? 60 is absolutely.
I feel a little bad, but this will get too sweet in it, probably.
Yeah.
That's okay. Sacred.
Yeah,
He'll
I'll-
come back.
It's how he'll want to go. In Ghostly Flame. But that waits to their turn.
So that is an action.
I was just waiting, watching you suffer with Toot Sweet. And then I think I will use a bonus action to Rabbit Hop, which lets me jump 10 feet without provoking attacks of opportunity. Could I Rabbit Hop up on the ramp?
Just up, like here, or do you want to go further?
I guess I'd still be like within his attacking distance.
What's the distance you want to jump?
I can jump 10 feet. I'm just trying to get away from him. Originally, I was thinking of running backwards.
Yeah, you could jump up. I guess you could. It's a little further than 10 feet to get.
Kyle,
up
maybe
to
I'll
there.
just jump backwards. Oh, I see. That's even farther. And then maybe I'll just try and run. Oh, but I gotta be able to see my sister. I wouldn't run away like that. You know what I won't do? I won't do it. I'll use my bonus action to make Ray attack this guy.
Sure. Ray, you want Ray to fly up here and attack?
Yeah, I think angrily seeing that reaction and hearing this guy say seedling.
Or sorry,
Yeah.
I guess, do you want Ray to be in melee, or do you want her from range?
Range, please.
From range.
Yeah.
Do you want to move her from this position, or keep her right beside you?
Let's keep her right beside me. We
Okay.
can pretend she kind of flew up in the air and fired down and then just return there. 14 on this guy?
14 on this guy. I don't think it's going to hit. It does not hit, unfortunately.
Okay. Just fires off a little fiery comment at this guy.
And he just fully dodges out of the way, but still maintains combat with you.
And then I think I'll just say, like, what do you know about my kin? And, like, shield off this guy's swords.
And yeah, you just see that this figure is has this kind of hooked nose of where an elf's features would be so pristine and beautiful, and everything is almost drooped in an odd melting way.
Yuck.
Augustus, that ends your turn and is going to take us to the Ettin's turn, who's going to make a con save against Fairy Fire, or against Moonbeam, sorry. That's a natural 19. That's going to hold.
Okay, I will
Half
just
damage.
roll that little damage. 2d10. 8 to 4.
Sounds good. That is going to be 4 to him. He's looking hurt. He's taking the brunt of all this damage.
Taking a lot of hits.
Just being in this mix. But under the actions as he was told, he can get all the way up and around to both of you here, carrying Toot Sweet with him, by the way.
Good for you, Toot Sweet. That was some good Foley sound there by Oliver.
He's
good
being
job.
so noisy. But hey, he got Toot Sweet out of the moonbeam.
Yeah.
That's right.
Wait till Toot Sweet's turn. He saved him. You need to just chill your beans, please.
Andy with a
He's at
enhanced-
advantage too.
Yep. He comes around. You watch as he pulls from the back a serrated morning star from one arm, and the other has just this big club with an axe head embedded in it, a very makeshift weaponry. But both are massive. One is going to take a swing at Toot Sweet, just to try and clear Toot Sweet off of his head as he moves. Trying to swat a fly, but the other is going to bring down with a heavy attack against Andy at advantage. So first it's going to be at Toot Sweet. Against Toot Sweet is a 13 to hit.
That's his AC.
Okay, I guess so against Toot Sweet.
Damn it, Toot Sweet.
That's a lot of damage.
Oh.
It's 19 points of damage to Toot Sweet.
Oh, he's down to 1 hit point.
Yes, Toot Sweet.
He's
Yes.
still hanging in there.
Oh, yeah.
Poor sweet child.
Come on, Toot Sweet.
He's still hanging there as one heavy Morning Star bears down on Andy. That's going to be 22 to hit.
Yeah, a mirror image. I'm gonna
jeez.
roll mirror image. Give me a second.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I rolled an 18, so definitely destroys one of the duplicates.
Just crushes it, and where it should have crushed you, the ground just cracks and quakes in a heavy crater between you and Decrane. This guy looks around confused as this attack should have just crushed you and did not. He's going to end his turn. And it comes to you, Andy.
All right. Well,
Does having a giant on you change
right
everything?
on my ass. Well, mostly I don't really have much that's melee. Is the biggest thing. I'm just trying to make sure.
Me too.
It's distance. It's cantrip, but it's no. That's distance. That's distance. Hit him with my stick, but that seems kind of lame. I could do that, but that's also distance. Jesus Christ. I could just chuck him somewhere not here, but I don't know how much I care about it. His con's too good. It's not worth just chucking him back into the... I gotta save my seconds. Okay. I'm just gonna try to hit him with my stick.
You could chuck him above the other guy.
No, it has to be on ground. Has to be on solid ground. Yeah. So it looks like they're not actually... No one's actually going to like head to do anything up top. I'm assuming that's what this little concentration you do is doing down here. These guys are just trying to murder us. So I'm trying to think smart of like, okay, well, that guy's still fucking doing something, but now there's a giant on me.
Yeah.
So we should probably focus on that one. Sorry, I'm just talking out. I'm going to try this. I'm going to actually move a little bit so that I'm more central into this little... Oh, wait, but am I worried about it getting... No, we're going to try to use this. I'm going to... use my action to plant the rod.
Okay.
That we've never done before.
Mm-hmm.
You said that like it sounds like a bad idea.
I don't know what it does. I'm excited.
No, Kyle said okay, like it's a bad idea.
Didn't know. I'm just okay.
I said YOLO.
Okay, so take the divination rod, kind of wedge it into like the snow and ice if I can.
Mm-hmm.
And essentially, it creates a bright light for 30 feet, which I think should get all of us, right? 30-foot radius?
From your pit, 5, 10, 15, 20. Yes.
Okay, great.
30-foot radius?
Yeah, it says...
30-foot radius is a 60-foot sphere, so yes.
Yeah, it's huge. Okay, so basically, all of us get +1 to AC and to saving throws.
Oh, wow.
And each turn, you can give yourself advantage on something.
Sick. Great. Nice.
Oh, so cool.
Has to be on your turn. It doesn't look like it's if something happens in between your turn. On your turn, you can give yourself an advantage on an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
Sick.
Everyone's getting a little bit of divination foresight here.
Cool.
And I think... Are we going to do this now? No. That's all I'm going to do right now.
Okay. That ends Andy's turn, takes us to Decrane.
I'm going to, because I want a bonus action. I'm going to pull out my Centaur. Yeah.
Double-bladed scimitar?
Your double scimitars. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go for the jugular.
On giant guy?
On the Etten? Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make your attacks.
This would be sweet if you crit right now.
It's a 6.
Roll again. You can give yourself advantage.
Give yourself advantage. Cool.
All right. Yes, I definitely need to roll again. Okay. And it's a 2.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
God.
And the double blade is only +4, so.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, not gonna do it.
But I can use it with bonus, right?
As a bonus, you can make an attack with the other side.
All right. There's a chance here.
Do it.
You can only give
That's
advantage
better.
one time.
12.
12 plus 4? 16.
That's gonna hit. That's gonna hit.
It is 2d4 plus 2.
That's right.
So, that's not great. 3.
So
Plus
5
4.
points damage.
Oh, sorry, plus 2, yeah.
You got it. Yeah, you go to take the first one, but the creature is just able to like block it, and it just like brings both heads low down to you. One still kind of shaking its head, trying to get Tootsweet in his last little legs there, trying to shake him free, but to no avail. And then you're able to kind of just jab in quickly with the other end, swishing off as you take a step back. That is your action. Bonus action, you can hold your ground.
Yeah.
That ends Decrane's turn. Enid, we come to you.
Okay. I am going to, with what little Toot Sweet has, he's going to go in for a final blow, but it'll probably be his final blow.
Okay.
The killing blow.
The killing
ahead.
blow.
And make an attack as Tootsuite.
Okay.
Oh, dude, sweet.
23 to hit.
Yes.
Yeah, it definitely hits.
He has advantage if he wants to use it.
I got
See if he
Toot Sweet
crits.
advantage.
Right?
See if he can roll a natural 20. It'd be funny.
On Toot Sweet. Be the
Nope.
squirrel
That was
best.
worse. That was 9.
Oh.
That's okay.
Still hits, so go ahead and roll damage.
What's his plus? Like, what does he add?
It says +4.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say if it's 23, it was like it could have been a natural 20, but it's plus
True.
4, not plus
It
3.
was very close.
Okay, and then damage is 7.
7 points. That's not bad. Jeez.
It's pretty good.
This Etten is looking very, very hurt. Just like following its orders to rush into battle here. But Tootsuite is literally like eviscerating this other creature's face. Just
One of the heads is completely scratched up.
Scrolling him.
that does cost your bonus action. But
That's
you still have your action.
I'll do the longbow again with
You're in melee.
They're
actually.
right in front of you.
okay, so then I'll do the short sword.
You draw your short sword as you stow your bow, and as you like stow the bow over sling the bow over your back and draw the short sword, you catch really quickly the elven figures, kind of a cocked head like response, like eyes trailing and following the bow for a minute, and then as your blades come out, prepares for like a reaction. But go ahead and make your attack. Are you attacking the elven creature or the smaller diminutive one?
The elven creature.
Okay, go ahead and make your attack.
14 to hit.
A 14's not going to hit, unfortunately.
Okay.
You swing down and they parry and just hold. And as this blade is held up against yours, you do indeed get that immediate scent of rot back. Those very quick gut punch reactions like flutter through your mind as this figure gets really close to you. Huh. Interesting. You recognize the Sylvan as they recognize something about you. That ends. Actually, you still have your movement if you wish.
No, she's like freaked out now. She's gonna stay there.
Great. That takes us to little gremlin's turn.
How many left? 1? 2?
The two
Two.
gremlins who remain are going to unleash a screech attack that they have. Positioned
Screech
here.
attack? Fuck.
This little one, you watch open its little mouth and unleash a horrifying, disorienting, startling screech that is going to affect Enid and Crane, and the other is going to screech at Andy. I need 3 of you to make wisdom saving throws for me.
18.
21.
Both successes. To Crane.
Green?
7
Oof.
and
Plus your wisdom save.
plus 3, 10.
10 just succeeds.
Thank God.
The 3 of you clutch at your ears, prepared, and perhaps actually you would have all also had a +1 to that from the aura, and having that little bit of foresight, foreseeing the time to like throw your hands over your ears or to cover your ears
Pull my
and
hat down.
still yourself before what could have been a potentially disastrous reaction. They just kind of like. And then each of them are going to try to use a bonus action to snatch something from you. The one beside Enid is going to try and grab your bow from your back. As it jumps up, grabs the haft of your bow and tries to leap off of you with it. It is going to make it a sleight of hand check versus your acrobatics or athletics, your choice.
Oh my god.
It is a 12 on its side, so you have to beat
Okay.
a 12 acrobatics or athletics.
I'll do athletics.
Okay.
We're both the same. 9.
This creature leaps up, and as you're just focused, it grabs your bow and kicks off of you, pulls it, and like your string kind of like catches on your ear and pulls as it like scampers away with your bow. As it runs off with your bow, you do get an attack of opportunity as it is going to try and run away from you.
Yes, I'm going to club him in the head with my short sword. If I can. Watch me miss. 24 to hit.
Yeah, he definitely hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
7 damage.
This guy grabs your bow and gets like one step, and you like clobber the back of his head. He goes scattering. Your bow goes flying, but he is unconscious in the ground.
Okay.
And slides in the snow. Your bow is now where that creature is.
Okay.
The other one at Andy is going to, on your staff, is going to jump and reach for your symbol of Koros that is kind of dangling from the tip of your staff. Tries to snatch that from your staff.
Okay.
Go ahead and make acrobatics or athletics.
It's going to be acrobatics.
I feel like you don't want to
bad.
fuck around with that.
That is a natural 20.
Oh. You get your own natural 20.
You still can beat it. It's a 24 total.
I can't beat it.
Get a 20. Get a crit.
It doesn't matter if it's crit and a crit.
If it's a crit and crit, we would just roll off again.
I rolled an 18
Plus what?
plus like 2. 20
Unfortunately,
total.
as you could give yourself advantage.
Can I do that not on my turn? It's written as like on my turn.
I thought it was for the round.
For the round? Okay, I don't know. You made the item, so like it's your call.
I don't remember, man.
It's also long ago.
I don't want him to run away with that. That's bad. Yeah, I'll fucking roll again. Fuck it. Oh, it was almost a natural 20. It was really fucking close, and then it tipped off to the side.
Hate it.
No.
It leaps, snatches it from your staff, and as it comes down and pulls, you feel the tug against your staff as he is going to. You do get an attack opportunity.
Yeah, I'll
Bring him
just
down.
hit him.
Get
Hit him with my stick. Can I?
Not Diviner's Strike.
I know it's just be the stick,
Yeah.
which I think is
It's a strength weapon.
which is nothing now because you talked me out of. Okay.
Don't blame me for your
Yeah,
choice.
blaming the DM. Oh my god.
You made the choice.
No, it doesn't hit. I rolled a 3.
No, it does not hit. He does manage to scamper away with your symbol of Koros. That is going to end their turns. Takes us to the Blades' turns. Each of them, starting with the one with Andy there, or with Enid, sorry, there, is going to continue the battle with you, Enid. Kind of is going to pivot around, making sure that you're kind of like cornered there, and is going to make its 2 attacks against you. It's not great rolls. Let's see. A 17 and a 12 to hit.
The 17 hits, the 12 does not.
So the 1 is going to hit you with blade for 6 points of slashing and 7 points of poison damage.
Ooh.
The second you manage to parry off, but you're feeling that kind of singeing burn of the poison kind of seeping into you, that rot scent, like stinging your eyes. Your eyes are kind of starting to water a little bit just by the stench and part of the memory. Like your stomach is turning and twisting as this figure is just like unblinkingly, just like analyzing you through the fight. They're then going to...
That hit by a lot, right? Sorry, I was reading something and not paying attention. Don't forget, everyone, your AC's up by 1. Just don't forget that.
True.
Yeah, it's still.
He's pretty hurt.
Yeah, I still think it was a 17 on the die, so I still think it was... are they going to stay? Or are they going to move? Actually, yeah. Using a bonus action, they're going to teleport to there with their... kind of similar Misty Step, Phase Step ability. And they're going to look down and kind of kick up your bow on their foot and just like balance it on like the tip of their foot, like ready to kick it up at a moment's notice. almost kind of taunting you, just like that they're kind of stepping on your bow. They kind of cock their head funnily, just staring at you.
Oh, she doesn't like that.
On the other side, Andy is enshrouded in fairy fire, and it is going to turn away from Augustus and get up on Andy there. Augustus, you get an attack of opportunity.
Hell yeah, let's do it. I can't use the cantrip for this, right? I have to use a normal thing?
You need a Warcaster to use spells, so yeah, it has to just be a melee staff attack or whatever you
staff, and that's gonna suck. Oh, it's 18. With 17 on the dice. Great. One-handed though. 3.
3 points of damage. You got it. You just kind of club out as his leg as he kind of takes a step away for 3 points of damage. And then with advantage is going to make some attacks against Andy. Both of these with the kind of rock blade. That's a natural 18.
Yeah, we're gonna be trying to use our mirror image here.
Mirror image up. You got 2 left.
Oh, the first one, no. I think I have to roll better than an 11 or a 10. So the first one's gonna hit. I'm checking. With 2 duplicates. Oh, you roll 8 or higher. Okay, never mind. So the first one's okay.
Yeah. Second attack. Yep. Gonna be an 18 to hit.
And I rolled a 17 on my dice. So
okay, so mirror image is shattered.
Mirror image is gone.
Oof.
Both attacks just cutting away at the mirror image. Now feeling more and more bare, still kind of glittering with this fairy fire effect upon you. But this figure kind of bearing down on you. This now no longer speaking, just like clinical military, just carving away. Only protected by your magic. That is going to end their turns. Take us to our friend at the bottom there. They are in the misty. I keep saying misty fire because there's so much misty stuff happening. Con save of 12.
Fail. So they'll take 10 damage total.
10 points of damage. You got it. As they are under this... What?
Ooh, good call. Con save?
Oh, concentration, yes. It's like I just did that. Yes, they just succeed, actually, just 10. Yeah, they are not loving this burning sensation that they are feeling and are going to move out of it. What
Give
he's
up.
going to do...
Just run away.
No, he's going to do something kind of fun. You watch as you watch it like disgusted and like especially pained by the moonbeam. Like it's like clawing, it's pulling at itself to try and put out the effect of the fire, this radiance, and it kicks out all of its kind of layers of cloth, and you see its body beneath these kind of long insectoid legs and arms, pale white gray, almost bone, as it kind of kicks out the layers of its cloth and cape, and unfurl behind it these 2 large moth wings that begin to kind of unfurl from beneath and begins to fly up.
What are you doing to us?
You watch as he has kind of unfurled the wings and unfurled and revealed this Mothran form as just like slow, languid flight surrounded by this haze and dusk. This dust is kicking off, and you've watched the wings begin to beat. And in this Sylvan, you just hear sleep as Andy and Augustus, I'd like both of you to make wisdom saving throws.
Oh,
+1.
I rolled an 18.
Jesus, you guys are rolling so fucking good.
I rolled a 16 on the dice, so that's 17.
Yeah, no effect.
Oh, actually 18 +1.
No, that's fine.
Oh, God.
Nothing happens.
Oh, God.
Kyle, don't do this to us.
It's just, you guys have been rolling so good as these characters. Like, there's never been anything lower than like a fucking 15. It's crazy.
Oh man.
Okay. That ends this guy's turn.
Hey, none of us can get to him. So.
Augustus. What do you mean? You have all ranged attacks. You guys, what are you talking about? Augustus,
okay.
you're up.
Okay. Do I want to attack him or do I want to attack the guy going after Nettie? Okay. I think I will move my beam back over to this guy because he's so scary.
Mm-hmm.
Throw a moonbeam on him. Can I climb up onto this ramp?
Mm-hmm. Easily.
And then take like one step forward. And I think that's enough. Then I'm going to use my bonus action with Ray to fiery step both Andy and I 15 feet. Probably just like south.
Keep in mind, we're supposed to prevent them from getting up the ramp. That's why we're there.
I could do... Well, I just don't really want you to die from a giant.
I have full HP, my dude. I haven't been hit yet.
Okay, sorry, Kyle. Can I go north then? Andy wants to stay in the giants. She wants to fucking die. Perfect. So that will mean I think this guy has to make a save or he'll get a little fieriness on him.
Yeah, probably a deck save.
Let's see. Fiery teleport. Deck save.
Deck save of... Oh, pardon me. Sorry, I'm on the wrong character sheet. That is not going to do it, I don't think. Well, 15.
15's my save, right? That's my spell save DC. I think so.
Half damage?
Or take 1d6. I don't think there's any half. No, I think he's all good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's all good.
Okay, so that is your...
That's everything.
Okay.
That was bonus action to move the thing, some movement. I guess I'd see how much movement do I have left.
Oh yeah. So you would have physically only climbed up. Like technically, it would have actually been a climb, so it'd been 10 feet, but you'd still have 20 feet.
You want to stay within 30 feet of the little D4, though.
Which north is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It's up to them.
I'm like, do I go help Nettie? Could I go slide off that ramp?
Slide off what, sorry?
How tall is that ramp up here? Like if I was to go slide off, would that be a pretty bad fall?
It'd be like 10 to 15. Not terrible. Down here, it's more like 5, 10. Like it creeps up to 10, 15 at the top.
But then I might get an attack of opportunity from that big giant, so I'll just stay there. Maybe I'll move back to where Andy is and just kind of hold the line there.
Okay.
I'll just say something to her like, they were speaking, I can understand them. I think they know us.
Taking us to the Ettin's turn, with his final breath, Tootsweet is smote upon its own head.
No. Sorry, Tootsweet.
And he's gonna step forward and just slide off. Tootsweet falling, and is gonna make his second attack against Decrane with his Morning Star.
Oh boy.
That is gonna hit for sure. It's a 25 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, yeah.
That's gonna be not terrible. 12 points of piercing damage.
I can live with that.
Yeah. That ends Ettin's turn and takes us to Andy, Decrane on deck.
Okay. Given that her token of her god was just stolen, she feels like she's not an angry person, but there is like a deep fury that just bubbles up very unexpectedly. We're gonna do something new.
Yeah.
As a bonus action, I'm going to activate the Celestial Revelation. However you pronounce it.
Revelation.
Yep. And just like all of the tattoos, and more the tattoos for sure, but more so the little white freckles all over her body are just going to glow with a very bright light, in her eyes as well, in this like starlight, but not of just bright white, like multicolored orange and blue and layered starlight is just emanating from her. So I shed bright light in a 10-foot radius. Not that that really matters here. For that part, this is new. So I think, unfortunately, I guess this might end up hurting a little bit from this, but that's okay. Just fury and like deeper voice than what she's used to. Just, that is not yours. And I'm going to try just a cantrip. I'm going to try to just mind sliver that fuck, unless he's too far away.
What's the range?
60.
No, I think he's just within.
Excellent.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35,
Awesome.
40, 40. Yep. Within range, easily.
Intelligence save.
Intelligence, this is not going to go well.
He's super
Kind of what I
smart.
hope. I really
That is a 0.
Oh.
Poor guy.
Okay, so he's going to take, it's only a d6 damage. It's max.
Wow.
Plus, because of this, once a turn, I can deal, I think it's only an extra 2 damage at this level.
This is really cool.
Yeah, I think it's just proficiency
Yeah.
bonus, but let me double check.
Regardless, he did only have 4 hit points.
Great.
As you utter this incantation, this fury and celestial fury and vengeance pours forth into your words, into its mind. You watch as it's running away, your holy symbol in hand. The holy symbol begins to glow. It looks down, and then its head just bursts with this radiant flame, and it just falls over.
Great. As I've never done this before, she doesn't know what this is, and is very consumed by the whole thought. I'm not going to move, but unfortunately at the end of my turn, Augustus is going to take some damage too.
I'm ready. I'm ready, coach.
Just 2. It's not a lot. But any
About-
creature within 10 feet of me, so it might be Ray as well, takes radiant damage just from being
Fucking
close.
Ray too?
It's not on purpose.
Bro.
It's not of your choice. It's just
It just
creature.
says each creature within 10 feet of you.
Mm.
All good.
Wow.
Ow, you're really bright. You're really bright. Ow.
Yeah, it does say each creature. Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Augustus, I need a
I haven't
Constitution
popped it
saving
before.
throw from you, please.
Oh, okay.
Oh, please don't kill Moonbeam. That would suck so bad. You can give yourself advantage on this if you don't
15.
make
15.
Great. it.
You were so worried.
That is the end of Andy's turn. I believe. Yeah, action bonus action. You could move. Do you want to move?
I'm not going to.
Yeah, you
I'm
hold your
holding-
ground, and with holy fire have certainly done Koros. Well, proud is a question mark, but avenged your symbol of Koros. That is going to go from Andy to DeCrane. Enid on deck. DeCrane, you have this Etten bearing down upon you.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I'll go back with the scimitar.
Okay. Go ahead and make your action attack against the Etten. Which, as Leah will point out, you can have advantage on.
I need an advantage, yeah, because I rolled 8. Okay, second roll.
16.
16.
Yeah, that's going to do it for sure. Go ahead and roll 2d4 plus 2.
And it's a 6.
8. Okay, you have your bonus. Do you want to attack him again?
Mhm.
He's barely hanging on. After that, I'd say he drops down to a knee. You've taken him down to he's about to fall off the side of this. With you can see him plants one hand down to pull himself back up, but you can finish him if you hit him one more time.
I hope you like to sleep. Then I rolled an 18.
Nice.
I could use a nap. And you spin, and how do you want to put the Etten down?
I would like to split them in half, right across. Just go.
Oh my god.
You slice across both of the faces, both jaws literally drop as you carve away the lower halves of their face. And as the blood pours down, the body slumps, leaving a heavy crater directly behind Enid.
That's why you don't eat jawbreakers.
Wow.
What the fuck did he say?
That is DeCrane's action, bonus action. You still have your movement if you wish.
I'm just gonna turn to the guy on the side and I'll be like, "You're next."
You watch as he just kind of like takes on a pointed stance with his blade out, ready to charge you. Ready for the fight, taking the goad on. That is end of DeCrane's turn. Enid, we come to you.
So I turn to him and I go, "Yeah, it's my turn." And I will attack.
You rush the guy with your bow, taking the challenge, coming across the battlefield, across the snow and ice.
No, 6.
You have advantage.
We have advantage.
Oh, yeah,
Oh my gosh.
She leaves the range.
No.
Enid, unfortunately, outside of the range of the light, as you rush forward, short sword in hand, you are like easily like parried away. His the foot stays on the bow and like pulls it back out of your reach. Now behind this creature, just kind of saying, "Not yet. Still playing with you."
Oh, now you're making me really angry.
Do you have any potions or anything, Allie, or is that out?
I don't. Do I? I thought I used them all. Hold
I
on.
think
let me
you've
check.
used all the potions.
I think
Yeah.
so. Hold on.
I thought I had one heal.
Yeah, they're gone.
I
We've
think you
used a lot of
in
them.
the tower.
Yeah.
The tower fight, I think, drained some of your resources for
Yeah.
sure.
No, I don't have any more potions. Spell wise though, but I can't because it's an attack. Or it's an.
Unless you have
Yeah, you don't
healing
have healing
words.
word.
Cure wounds.
Yeah, it's an action.
Yeah.
You
Well-
could rabbit hop 10 feet backwards, and that doesn't provoke attack of opportunity. Just if you want to try and get back to us
Okay.
Get out of melee.
and get out of this guy's melee, so he'd have to come towards you.
That would have been 5, 10, 15, 20 to get there. It's your bonus action to rabbit hop?
Yeah,
Yes.
and you can
Oh, jump
10
on the
feet.
Etten.
Why?
I
Then maybe she could jump on the end and try and climb up to Crane.
True.
Uh-uh.
So I'll do like a bunny hop. I'll go backwards and I'll land on him,
Yeah.
right? But as I
Yeah.
say it, I'll go, "Now I have the advantage."
Yeah, you have the high ground.
Are you going to stay on top of the Etten, or are you going to climb onto the behind the
No, I'll stay on the end.
You got
Hey, you're in the range of the rod.
you are now within range of the divining rod.
And I'll just kind of coax him and be like, "Come on, what are you waiting for?"
Okay. That is Enid's turn. That takes us down to the gremlins are all dead. So they're gone. But now the blades have their turn to act. Does the rod state its magical light,
I will check.
please? I'll start with the other on the other side against Enid, as it's going to rush forward, taking the challenge, and is going to make 2 attacks against you.
Okay, here we go.
Leaping up onto the faces of the fallen Etten
Jeez.
to match the fight.
It doesn't say,
Very
babe. It just says shedding bright light and a dim light for an additional 30 feet.
It is, I guess, innately magical, but it doesn't have a level, so it's a whole thing. Okay. As it runs in, is going to draw its own short bow, and like it quickly stows the rot blade. It draws its own short bow as it takes its first 2 steps and fires a shot into Enid's gut.
Oh,
Oh,
You notice the bow is identical to yours.
oh.
The shot
but
is a 22 to hit.
that's
Jesus.
gonna hit. Oh, cool.
And Alice takes, Enid takes 9 points of piercing and poison damage.
I'm down. Yeah. Okay. As I go down, I just go, "Son of a bit."
It continues its action, rushing towards you as you drop, almost slipping into unconsciousness. It kneels down close to you as you're like laying on the stomach of this fallen Etten. It like slow walks towards you, stows the bow, pulls its wrought blade out, and holds it over your throat. It says, "You bear the training of the Feral One. You wield the bow of his hunters. But why against his brethren? What lies have the Light Ones taught you?" It places its blade against your neck and like hoists your unconscious body into a held grapple position with blade against the neck. Does anyone here, I guess you don't, none of you look like it. In Sylvan, if anyone else speaks Sylvan, obviously the Herringons do. But I don't know if Andy, if you have any magical languages. It calls out to say, "Lay down your weapons. Stop your fighting. Get in line, or I'll spill her blood. Be smart." So I mean it. This rings out across to DeCrane and Andy. The language is like kind of got an elvish like flair to it, but it's clearly not elvish. It's kind of almost it's got an ethereal quality to it. Like it's coming through you're hearing it through the flow of water, or the like the rush of a stream is accompanying the words. It's difficult to encapsulate how it feels, but there's like an almost innately magical quality to the language. Unfortunately, you don't understand it. Augustus is the only one here to really fully bear the brunt of the words. It is going to hold that last action there with blade against Enid's throat. The other blade acts simultaneously, and in that action has already elected to rush forward to DeCrane, and is going to make its attacks against you. With its blade, a 16 to hit.
My AC, yeah.
And a
16.
22 is going to hit, so 2 hits. So 13 points of slashing damage.
Ooh.
Across the 2 hits, and 10 points of poison.
Ooh.
So 23 total. As it just carves 1-2 into you. At this point is when like the call out happens, because it's all happening simultaneously. It takes a defensive stance against you, DeCrane, and just kind of nods its head and says something to you that you don't understand. Augustus, you hear it say, "You heard it, pretty boy. Drop it." DeCrane, you don't understand what it says, but he says something to you. And that is going to end their turns before taking us to our other moth friend flying over on the other side. Constitution saving throw succeeds on the save.
I'll roll some D's for you.
Mm-hmm.
9, so 4.
4, so it's also a success on its saving throw for concentration.
Very fire.
I'm very sparkly just generally right now. Well, wait, no, the one was not sparkle. It was dusty.
But it was still like kind of effervescent in a weird way. So it's double sparkles now. The Mothrin is just going to fly across here. It's actually going to fly up a little higher. I need Augustus and Andy to make Constitution saving throws for me.
Con? Okay.
Yep. You guys watch as it's flying. You now see it draw 2 dagger-sized wrought blades from beneath its cloak, and is making its ready to fly in to attack. But first, unleashes a puff of noxious gas fume in your direction.
Natural
saves. Yep, success.
I think it was 16 with Andy's +1. Yep, 16.
You both succeed. No damage from that. You both manage to duck and dodge out of the way of the noxious fumes, but it does fly in. I want it to be like flying right here, but I can't position it there, so we're going to pretend it is. And it's going to make its 2 dagger attacks against Augustus.
Jeez.
Okay, so the first is a, 12?
Miss.
The second is a 20.
Hit.
That is going to be 5 points of slashing and 3 points of poison for 8 total.
Okay.
Con save from you as well.
Yes.
just for concentration, with +1.
7, but could I get advantage on this?
Yes,
But then I couldn't have advantage for something else?
that's right.
So I'll drop. It's fine. I'll lose Moonbeam.
Moonbeam goes.
Pew!
It looks more like you're cooperating if you drop your spell.
Oh, I aim to misbehave.
That is going to end its turn. I suppose I should... Is it going to follow up with what it said there? No, it's going to wait and see what you say. I guess it'll just follow up and say, in Sylvan, play nice. Let's not spill any more blood that we don't need to. In Sylvan, so Augustus. Really the only one here to understand. That'll end his turn. Bring us to Augustus. What do you do?
This might be... God. I guess I just have to make this choice and then you'll tell me if it murders my sister. Like, I just don't know. He just has a sword to her throat. And I don't know if that would instantly kill her or not. She's just down.
Like, in game mechanics or Augustus versus Scott?
I think just game mechanic, I'm like... Oh,
She would take 2 death saves.
Yeah.
He'll instantly make an attack against 2 death saves.
Okay. So I think what Augustus would say would be... he would just bolt. He would just, like, say, like... he would say, like, the Moth said he wouldn't kill us, and I'm going to run towards Nettie.
Okay.
Are you saying that in common or in
common?
In common, the Moth said you wouldn't kill us or he wouldn't kill us?
He wouldn't kill us, or they wouldn't kill us.
Throw me a deception check. Just straight up.
18.
Not bad. Okay. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Before I even get there, I'm going to cast mass healing or mass cure wounds from the staff.
Oh, okay.
But I am running. It is all part of this. I'm running towards. So I'm going to do mass cure wounds.
I think that the Mothran is going to take an attack of opportunity to slice out at you as you go to run.
Sure, of course.
The deception was good, but it's like not enough for it to stop attacking.
Yeah, I was mostly trying to tell my friends or like just that maybe he wouldn't kill us. So this is totally fine.
You just happened to kind of hit like a moment where it was like, would it do something? But it does make the attack against you for 17 to hit.
Yes, it hits. Oh, actually, my AC is 17 now because you had a +1 from the divining rod, right? So it is 17.
17 meets.
Does that mean I take damage? I always forget.
Yeah.
Okay. I always forget which one that is.
It's not actually that bad. You take 3 points of slashing. No, 4 points of slashing, 2 points of poison.
6? Cool.
Yeah. A low roll, which is good. You rush forward. Go ahead and roll the mass.
So this would hit
Your wounds?
6 creatures in 30-foot radius. So I don't know if I could get Andy with this.
Don't worry about me. I haven't taken any damage.
Then I'll just get
I think you're still fine.
DC, Enid,
But if
and
she doesn't
myself.
have any damage, then you don't have to worry about it. So.
Okay. So this is
Didn't hit,
DC, Enid,
mirror
myself.
Mirror image.
And so this is 5, 9, 14 health. Back to us all.
Okay. Enid is still grappled. Like the grapple doesn't change as a result of her gaining hit points, but she does gain consciousness again.
Bonus action?
Yeah, I'm just trying to like run through action economy in my head. What has all happened? Everything kind of shifted very much in the last round. That is your action to cast that. You said something. Bonus action, and your full movement takes you basically, like, you have 5 feet left. You could try and get down further if you wanted to get off the side, but you would have to make a bit of a check to like either land on the Etten or not fall.
I can tell you what I'm planning right now to make it easy. I'm just gonna try and get as close to Nettie as I can within 5 feet. Like if I could get within 5 feet of her, if I have to jump, then I was gonna use
your bunny hop.
Then I can't use this fiery teleport. I was gonna try and fiery teleport us out of there.
Yeah, the closest you can get would be like 10 feet away without using an ability.
So then maybe I'll just tell Ray to fire this guy then. See if she can hit him.
The one with Enid or the other guy who attacked?
The one with Enid.
Okay.
Try and get her out of this.
Just to give a clear line of sight, maybe have her fly over to there.
Love it.
And make an attack roll.
You got it. Ooh, 19 on the dice. So a lot.
It's gonna hit.
And then it's only a d6 from her. That's a 2, but I think she adds. Let's go to it.
Either proficiency bonus or something like that.
Yeah, 2 plus proficiency bonus fire damage.
So 2.
So 4.
As he's holding Enid kind of, and he just takes some fire to the off shoulder from the other side where Enid is held. And, actually, not even he. This is a female, so she.
Mm.
Not that that hugely matters in this case. But she kind of flinches to the fire, but the blade remains like pinned under Enid's chin. But now she is kind of reawakened a little bit more. That is Augustus's full action, bonus action movement.
Mm-hmm.
The Etten is no more, so Andy, we go straight to you to crane on deck, Enid shortly thereafter. So, what are we doing, Andy?
Well, I was planning on getting Enid out of there, but now she's not dying anymore. So, I don't know that I need to do that because she has a decent amount of hit points now, right? You were like,
She's only got like
You got 14.
14 health.
okay. I mean, that's not bad for how low level we are.
This guy's got a spooky dagger to her throat, though.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you know what? That's what I was planning on doing anyway. So we'll do that. I'll cast Vortex Warp on Enid. How would that work if it was like someone's grappling someone if I tried to do the other guy?
That's cool. Vortex Warp
The lady.
him away.
Vortex warp her away.
How would that work?
It'd be forced movement. You'd break the grapple.
Okay, well, we'll try to do that instead.
Okay.
see.
You're going to try and move them. It's 90 feet to them, and you can move them 90 feet.
Yeah. Well, it's just like a 90-foot range. So anywhere
rearrange.
within 90 feet of me.
Okay, and it's a con save from them.
It is a con save, yes.
Okay. Bad. Fail.
Okay.
Great.
I'm literally just going to put them on the other fucking side of the map, as far away from everyone as possible. The other way.
Like over here?
Yep.
They land over there. Enid, I will say, now lands prone as the person that was holding her
Drops behind
is
her.
gone. So now she lands in the snow.
In a pool of Etten blood.
Yeah, just like tumbles down the Etten.
Looks like a slushy.
Andy, that is your action.
Is that guy within 10 feet of me? Mothman?
Yep. Mothman is
He takes-
within 10 feet.
2 points of damage. Take that.
Take
Radiant
that, Mothman.
Ow.
Ouch.
Make a con save.
I'm doing it right now. Natural 20.
Oh man, this guy's good.
I mean, it's just not very fire.
It's just a DC of 10.
So this guy's got skills, guys. Lots got
Okay,
moved.
so
That's
Andy,
okay.
action. You're not doing
I'm not
bonus
gonna
or
move
moving.
anything.
Decrane and then Enid. So we'll figure out what we do on Enid's turn here in a second. But Decrane, you're up first.
He's 5 feet, right?
So right now you have this guy directly in combat with you. Augustus is right on your back, and the guy who was here is gone. This guy is the one who's been immediately in your face.
But like he's 5 feet, right?
Yeah, he's within melee.
Will I like if I move a bit? Will I take an attack of opportunity?
You can kind of pivot around as long as you don't leave the 5 foot space. You can go anywhere around him.
Okay, so basically, no firing weapon will work.
You'd have to be bold, take the move away.
Or just double scimitar him.
I think I'll go with that.
Scimitar?
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack.
All right. For 1.
Natural 1 ain't going to do it, but you can give yourself advantage.
Oh, right.
You're still within the glow of the divining rod.
17.
Nice. That divining rod was clutch.
Much better there.
So 2d4. 4 total plus 2. And I was going to action surge.
Ooh. Okay.
Yes, I support it.
That is... Sorry, that was 6 points damage, right?
Yep.
It was 4 and 2? Yeah, okay. You slice up with the scimitar with the premonition granted via the divining rod, able to find a point of weakness, and with that begin to spur forward with a secondary action, and you still have your bonus action, so you can still make your bonus action attack, with that, and you can make another action with the scimitar. It's up to you.
Yeah, that definitely is what I was
with the scimitar, just like swirling back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
What's the bonus on that one?
What do you mean by bonus? Like plus
what's
4?
your to hit? Yeah, plus 4?
Yeah.
It's 15 just hits. 15 is his AC.
So it hits, though. It hits.
Just hits. So 2d4 plus 2 again.
Looks like you're going to be exterminated tonight. And the roll 5 plus 2, 7.
7 points. Okay. And then you still have the bonus action attack. Do you want to roll?
I don't get 2 bonuses, do I?
You don't get 2 bonuses, but you get the secondary action there.
All right. So this one does good unless I get advantage.
You do not get advantage, unfortunately.
6, yeah.
1 per round. So that is 6 plus 4. 10 is not going to do it. So unfortunately, the bonus action does not get through as it finally, taking the 2 attacks, kind of gets knocked back on its foot, thinking like the tides were turning in their favor. They were starting to kind of like, gang up and lean into this, and y'all just said, get fucked, and this guy just gets clocked. Looks pretty hurt.
Can I, with my movement, could I jump on his back?
That would be more of like an bonus action situation.
Or like a grapple, which is an action.
Piggyback him.
Okay, can I at least move behind him?
Yes, that you can do.
So now what's he going to do?
We'll see.
He's got
that ends to Crane's turn. He is in a non-advantageous position here for him. Everything is quickly turned for these guys. This would bring us to Enid's turn. Enid is currently not here. However, she's not in as much danger as she once was.
Mm-hmm.
So
she can go grab her bow.
She can stand 5, 10, 15, 20 feet to pick up her bow, which does not cost an action. The only target she has in sight is to shoot this guy that the Crane is fighting. So do we want to just shoot him?
Yeah, let's do it. She doesn't look like she's on the chat, so I don't think she could roll. So we should just roll.
I've got her character sheet, so I'm just gonna roll if everyone's cool.
Get him.
Enid picks up her bow, kicks the bow up into her hand, pulls up and fires, but is not going to hit, unfortunately.
And she's out of range for that thing?
Yeah, where the bow is does pull her out of range, unfortunately. I don't know if she has any other kind of like thing to do.
Spells,
it would have to be spells, so I don't know if we want to burn those.
I don't want to do that. At the very least, she's in a better position. She's safe. She's alive. She has her bow.
Boom.
Things are looking up.
Things are great.
She is going to end her turn there. We'll come back.
Kev, sorry to interrupt you, Kyle. Kev, did you take that healing when I gave it to you earlier?
No.
Just wanted to make sure because this guy might hit you. So you got 14 health back from when that Eden hit you.
All right. Thanks.
Yeah. As this guy now in a less advantageous position, you watch as he doesn't stow the blade, but he looks back and forth between Augustus to Crane. You hear him utter some incantation below his breath, and from his eyes, his ears, his nose, and his mouth, you just watch black smoke begin to billow down and begin to enshroud you all in a cloud of darkness.
That's why you were asking if it was magical light.
It was why.
I wonder why you asked that question.
Darkness.
These guys are scary. There's a month.
Yeah, we
of them.
can't hear you. I don't know if
I bet he's just looking for a.
I'm
little
just
darkness
talking to
there.
myself, looking for
Yeah.
something to put down for darkness. I can't remember where I put my darkness like tile thingy, but essentially, it covers like the full.
the same range as.
It's not quite 30. I think it's 20
Okay.
foot radius. No, 15
We-
foot radius. But
It might be easiest to say it centers on the same point. Yeah.
just covers this full area here. So I'm not going to move you guys unless you move out of the radius. And we're just going to keep everything exactly as you last saw it.
Cool.
That is going to be his action there. And that's going to end the turn for him. The other guy on the other side,
Oh yeah, they're both still alive. Jesus.
he's going to flash down. Misty Step.
Oh,
Yeah.
Going to Misty Step up behind you. And 2 attacks. It's a natural 20 on one
fuck.
and an 18 on the other.
Yeah, they're both gonna hit.
Fuck.
So the natural 20 first.
Mm-hmm.
That is going to be 11 slashing
Okay.
and only. Wait, it's doubled. 6 poison.
Okay.
So 11 and 6, 17. And then on the second is 4 slashing, 5 poison. So 9 on the second.
Okay.
And he ends his turn there.
1 sec.
You okay?
Just let me check something. Oh, it's just resistance. That's not even worth doing it to save like 3 hit points. Okay, never mind. So you can absorb elements, but
Yeah. Does your Celestial Revelation impact on their turn or your turn?
my turn.
Your turn. Okay. Then he still holds there, so it'll probably still hit him, but that's what he's going to do. The Mothran begins to go at this point. Fluttering up here.
It's exactly where we don't fucking want him.
Begins just kind of looking around. The field is looking not great for his team.
How is he looking? I don't know how many times he's been hit. It's not that many.
I don't know.
He looks okay.
The moonbeam hit him a bit, but
He looks okay.
just okay.
Doesn't look like super hardy. He still has a little bit of that haze around him,
Mm.
and is obviously still concentrating on the fairy fire, which actually should have given that advantage against you on the last attack.
Oh, that's right. Well, he already rolled natural 20s.
I already crit, so it's nothing.
Get another crit.
Let's just see.
Yeah, get another one.
It was not.
Hmm.
He's going to speak before he acts, and based on your response, we'll see how he goes. Andy, you're the only one who is immediately there. As he flies over you in this kind of faint language, just of these like dusty moth and wings. Before he lands, he calls out in common.
Oh, good.
What is your game, then? Are you spies for Talon? Now the Pale does not welcome the Court of Owls freely.
Batman reference.
And did he say, do you work? Who did he say, do you work for?
He said, what's your game, then? Are you a spy for Talon?
Talon.
Another Batman reference.
The Pale doesn't welcome the Court of Owls kindly.
Okay. Spy for Talon.
Andy, how do you respond?
Oh, you do speak common. Yeah, I have no idea what it is you're talking about. Please leave.
Kind. Consider it.
He looks you up and down. It's not like a persuasive moment here.
Yeah.
His response is going to be to cast Dissonant Whispers at you.
Yeah.
Fair.
Fair. Go ahead and make a Wisdom save throw for me.
These aren't great.
I
And
picture it coming out of the wings.
just like in he's gonna say, "You have no right to command me." And then as the wings begin to kind of flutter and flow, the aura and discordance flows over you.
Great.
Wisdom save.
Not excellent, but
You
it's
have advantage?
okay. I do have
Mhm.
advantage. Thank you.
But have you used advantage on anything else?
Oh, no, I haven't. So much better. Natural 19. Plus a 20. Plus 21.
Okay, so you take half as much damage.
Oh no, that still makes me out.
Man.
You take 7 points of psychic damage.
I have 7 hit points.
You're out.
Mhm.
Oh my god, this fight.
And he falls. You're not unconscious. You're downed. But not in a great position. As the aura of this discordant dissonant whisper ends. He's already spoken enough this turn, so that would be the end of this round. Take us to the top of the round at Augustus.
Fuck. So Kyle, I used all the charges of the staff, so I have to roll a d20. I want to do that
Ooh.
first.
Don't get a 1, don't get a 1, don't get a 1.
It's a nat 20. Thank fucking God. Oof. I was very scared there. I assume that casting on the last turn. I guess it doesn't matter.
That would happen at the end of casting the final charge.
I'm gonna. Do you think I heard that guy over there? Like I can hear through the darkness?
Not speaking quietly, I would say yes.
Then I'm gonna rush out of the darkness in that direction.
You bump into this figure who is on this edge of it. You would
Jeez.
run straight into him. Do you try to maneuver around him?
Does Ray shed magical light or just normal light?
I think just normal.
It's not strong enough to overcome darkness.
Okay.
I'd say
trying to-
once you get up to that close to Ray, you can get a little bit of Ray's light seeping through the cloud of darkness. So Ray is there. You did innately know that just based on your connection, but you do see a little bit of Ray that casts a little bit of light on this guy through the darkness cloud.
How many steps can I move to the right? I'll try and avoid this guy and move to the right.
To the right, so that was 5, 10, 15,
Just go east. Yeah.
20. We'll put you there. Still
I'll take the attack
partially-
to get out of his.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
If you are willing to get over to up to here, well out of his range, he will take the attack of opportunity against you.
Yeah, let's do it.
There's a 14 to hit.
17 AC.
Continue on.
I'm going to. Oh fuck! I only have one. It's not there. I'm going to. Just to clarify, I could do a healing word and a spell. I can do 2 spells, or
You can do a
only
healing
one
word and a
spell.
cantrip.
Healing word and a cantrip. Okay, then let's get Mary. Let's get Andy up. I'll use a 2nd level cure wounds on her.
Okay.
Ooh, great. 12 plus 5 is
17.
17 health.
Thank you.
You're conscious.
And then I will have Ray just fiery teleport us back 15 feet. Just try and get you out of that guy's range. And then whoever is within.
It would.
Right.
No, you'd be fine. You'd be both kind of in the darkness,
That's okay, actually.
but yeah, out of sight. I
A
guess.
brilliant accidental move. And then any creature within. Each creature within 5 feet of the space that the spirit left must succeed on a dex saving throw. So I don't know if that was for anyone, actually.
You could have, if you positioned Ray, you could have got that one blade guy. So yeah, you
Let's
could
do it. Dex save 15?
15, no, 17. Yeah, success.
Okay, then no damage.
Yeah, not quite close enough for that, unfortunately. Okay. That is Augustus. Andy, we come to you, conscious.
You were glowing, and then you almost died.
I'm still glowing, apparently. It apparently doesn't go away when you go to 0 hit points. It just
You're still glowing.
stays. Okay, I'm gonna try to figure. I need to see anything to do anything, so I gotta get back out of this darkness. How far do I have to go?
You gotta stand up.
You gotta stand up.
You were unconscious when you came in here, so unfortunately, I'd say you're not even sure which direction's which.
That's true. You're in magical darkness.
Yeah.
So I'm
Okay.
gonna have you roll a 1d4 to get which direction you start to travel in.
Okay.
Obviously, 1 is north, and then around we go.
Yep. So 2.
So you would travel in this direction away here. 5, 10, and be coming off the edge as you exit the darkness. Make a dexterity.
Save?
Not a save, just a straight dexterity check. D20 plus dexterity.
13. Nope.
You're able to stop yourself before you fall off. And you're just at the edge of the darkness. You can see like it ends right here. And you've used 10 feet of it.
Can I logic my way of, I'm at an edge now and I can feel... Oh, here's a question. We can feel a grade. Would I be able to feel what's north and what's south? Like what's up and what's down? Or is it not that strong of a grade?
No, I suppose that is true. I still think coming out of consciousness and starting to run, like the 10 feet, like cluming in at that point, you're like, okay, I spent 10 feet. You spend actually 25 feet because you have to stand up.
So I can't get out of the darkness in theory.
You can see out of the darkness now.
But not to the bad guys.
You could see up around the edge to this guy.
I can see that guy?
Yep.
Okay. Well...
Just barely, but yeah.
He just hurt me really bad. And I don't... Yep. We're gonna hurt him back pretty bad.
Yes.
Hopefully. No, you know what? Not even hopefully. We're gonna hurt him back really bad.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Chromatic Orb at 2nd level.
Okay.
Lightning, because it's fun and it's the closest thing I got to Starlighty shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not even gonna roll. I'm just gonna use my port and natural 20.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, go ahead and roll damage. Actually, what do you say?
Yeah, what do you say?
When we heard you were coming, we didn't even know what it is you wanted. We didn't know if you were good or bad, but obviously you are not the damn good guys. And I'm just gonna cast Chromatic Orb, chuck it real hard. And it is 48.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I thought you said 48. Like, damn it. I was like...
16 so far, plus another 8. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 times 2.
48.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god, it was prophetic. It was what you said.
It was 48.
You're like in touch with fate.
Or something, yeah. So I'll cast it. I'll go to cast it, and before I even do, like, close my eyes and go into my little starlight universe, and like slow motion, as the spell comes out, the lightning, just holding it and like guiding it straight to him, and then flipping back to in time. And
you watch this creature who has been kind of like flying and fluttering and like trying to command after watching you run off with Augustus in the flame, was beginning to kind of turn back to like go towards this crystal platform and continue this path towards Clandestrix, and just turns back as you begin to call out to it, and the lightning comes through and strikes and ripples across the helm, the metal of the helm, before it cascades down through the body. The wings flare out and burst with energy as it ignites, and like a moth to a bug trap, it just flares with energy. You see it just burst and sizzles and burns. Is no more.
it was a little more violent than I thought it would be.
Fuck yeah, Andy. Zap
I didn't even think about the bug zapper, but that is...
Yeah, it's great.
That's perfect.
Zap.
Not a 2nd level spells. That's it. Am I still within 10 feet of Augustus?
Oh,
We're
no.
still within 5 feet.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I can't move it. Can I move more so that I'm not within 5 feet
I'll
of
take it.
Augustus?
I'll
10
take
feet
it.
of Augustus?
You could jump off the edge
Don't do it.
if you wanted to, but that would be...
I got health for
Really?
days.
I'm very focused on what I'm doing. You take 2 points of damage.
I'm stunned and don't even notice the singe. I'm like,
So does
oh
Ray.
my
But
God.
Yeah, so does Ray.
Yeah, I'm
you
pissed.
both take 2 points.
No,
That is the end of Annie's turn. Crane and Enid on deck.
Oh, right. That's
Crane,
still
you're still
5 feet,
in
right?
the middle of the black, this darkness.
Can't see anything.
You've been hearing all this happening, but no visuals.
But as a sharpshooter, would I not have a keen sense?
You have a keen sense in the direction that like stuff has been happening up this way, and you have not been unconscious yet. So like you still understand your spatial awareness. So you know that the direction that like stuff has been happening has been up this way. If you want to just move up out of the darkness, or do whatever you want.
Okay, so so I guess shooting is no point if I can't see, so I'll move out of the darkness.
Which direction? Like, do you want to try and go north, or are you going to try and pull all the way back and be at well range?
No, I'll try and go north, I think.
Okay. Over this, as you get up, just like moving straight up north, you do feel coming into contact with this figure who's already used his reaction, and you're able to like get out of his range. And like as you move up and out, you're out of the range of both of those guys, and you're able to see. You can't quite see him fully; he's still in the darkness, but you do see this guy.
And if I'm not, I'm going to shoot him.
Yeah, go ahead. You're not within 5 feet. You're within like a ranged distance.
bang, bang.
Go ahead and make an attack.
So I rolled a 10 plus.
That's probably going to hit.
8, yeah.
Definitely hits, yeah, for sure.
And the damage is 1d10 plus 4. And that is a 10.
Damn.
14.
With that, actually, this guy is not down yet. He's barely, or she has not been hit quite so badly, but is now looking very hurt and kind of like confused and stunned by you just suddenly bursting out of the darkness and shooting her. That's your action. You have a bonus action.
I can't use the scimitar as a bonus, can I?
No, not in this case. It's only when you're using the top end that you can flip to the back end.
I can use second wind.
Yeah,
Or no.
you heal up.
Yeah, I'll use that. So I'll use that, and it says 1d10 plus 4. And that's a 3.
So you heal 7.
Yes.
Also, I see in the chat that you guys were asking. I did not heal Enid's character sheet. So, do you remember how much you healed?
Yeah, it was 14. I think I got it in the log here.
Okay. So Enid, you were healed up at 14. Decrane, that ends your turn.
Can I, like, do I have enough? Have I used all my movement, or could I like get near that like ice thing where?
You could get. There you went. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Like one more to there.
Yeah.
Yeah, easily. Enid, we come to you. Down on the bottom, down here, you have your bow back in hand. This guy is still shrouded in darkness, but this is the female elf who was had nearly taken you out. Just got shot and is clear line of sight. Seems to be the only enemy in range and in eye shot.
Yeah, I'll take the shot.
Go ahead. Do you want to do any of like the marking of like your favorite enemy, any of that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I was actually. Can I do? I'll do a favored foe.
Okay.
Do I get dreadful strikes with that if I shoot as well?
If you hit, you can drop dreadful strikes on any of your attacks.
Perfect. Okay.
No action required.
Okay, I'll just shoot with my longbow then.
Go ahead. Draw the bow. Fire.
13 to hit.
A 13 is not going to hit, unfortunately.
Is she within 30?
No,
Could she move
she's-
and then? Could she move and get within 30 feet?
She could move and get within 30 feet, but then
Move.
she would have the creature would have cover because it's on like a platform up, right?
Okay.
which you could do, but also we've already kind of gone at this step.
Yeah, I know.
The dice don't like you tonight.
No.
They don't like you.
Unfortunately, the arrow is fired, and even though she's kind of recoiling from the shot from DeCrane, she still is able to kind of bring her blade up and chop at your arrow as she looks back at you with like a fierce stare down. In response, she calls out to... Where's the names of my creatures in this fight? She says in Sylvan, "Tamask, we must flee now." Augustus and Enid, you hear that as she calls out over the battle in Sylvan. Andy and DeCrane, you just hear some weird sounds. Enid, that is your action, and your bonus action to mark her with the favored foe thing.
Yeah.
Do you want to hold your position there?
No, oh yeah, true. Okay, yeah, no, I'll stay there.
Okay. From Enid comes to the Blades' turns. Both of them, they recharge their face step.
Every time they talk, it's just like, like, we can't understand you, mate. I don't know if you're talking to us.
No, I can hear.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how though.
Uses a bonus action to Misty Step, and then runs through the darkness. As she runs through the darkness, it's going to take 2 shots back with the short bow, or longbow, sorry, at Enid as runs past. 2 shots your way. Both are going to miss. I think a 13 is the highest.
That's my AC, yeah.
Oh, okay. One hits, the other.
Oh, no, sorry. My AC's 14.
Yeah. So, both go just as she's rushing by, just like firing 2 shots. You duck and dodge, and she continues getting to here, but that's as far as she can get. The other one does not get his face step back, and is just going to use the cover of darkness to 30. Gets to here. I guess it's just going to take an action to dash. They're both just making a run for it. It's going to end his turn. Top of the round, Augustus.
Rush after both of them. I want to try and get behind that guy.
20, 25, 30.
Am I right behind him?
You are right behind him.
Amazing. I'm going to cast Burning Hands. It's a cone of 15.
You'll hit both of them.
And I'll say, "You hurt my sister." And then the fire is just going to come out at them.
Dex save?
Dex 15.
That is not going to do it. Wow. 13 is the highest and a 10 is the second.
It's really low. 6. I rolled, I think, 2 on every single one.
That is unfortunate. They are still alive.
And then I am
Barely.
going to have Ray fire the one in the lead.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack roll against them.
15 plus 7.
Hits.
2.
Sure.
And then what is it? 1d6 plus 2, so 6 damage.
With that, the darkness fades behind as this creature is hit by both of the flames and drops and skids to a halt, unmoving. Seeing her path kind of stopped in front of her by her fallen brethren and having charred her own back and having to make this maneuver, this figure is going to spin to you and just stop and slow and throw down her blade in front of you and throw her hands up. Just have mercy. What do you say?
Who the hell are you guys?
Hands up, blade down on the ground, bow slung over. Actually, bow would be the one that drops. Blade stowed. Hands up, just look. I just want to live.
Is this
Will you offer me that? This is the woman. This is the woman. Will you offer me that?
She didn't actually cut Nettie's throat. Thinking about that, looking back at over her sister and be like, "Get out of here."
She takes a step.
Ray will just start circling me, very pissed.
I'll step up beside you, looking accidentally scary,
I'll take
and
two
realize I
damage.
should not be standing so close to you.
I'll take 2 damage.
As she like takes one last step to Crane, what are you doing?
Like, am I still further back, or have I moved in a?
It'd be easy enough for everyone to like close in as she's like unmoving before this like breaks away.
So, like, just to send a warning, I'm
I
going
murder
to.
her.
I will say she can't take any more damage.
No. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shoot an arrow, like as I'm coming to everyone.
In her throat.
I'm gonna shoot an arrow, and I want it to land like an inch from like where she's standing, like kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. As she's like, she goes to take a step back again and just into the snow and ice. She freezes again, just flinches. And as you draw close, her eyes kind of linger on the bow and on yourself. Look, all's fair in war. You know.
What war? I look over at the bunnies.
I look at you, confused, look back.
I look at you confused.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
What are you talking about? Wait, do I understand her? Is she talking in common?
Technically, no. This has all been in Sylvan.
Maybe I'll have said it under my breath. She said something about Austrian.
I think it's fair for translation purposes.
Yeah.
I will ask, does anyone else speak Elvish?
I do. Pretty sure.
I think I do too.
Then it's only going to be communication through. It's going to remain Sylvan and the bunnies.
Yeah.
Unless
There's
someone
no
wants to give me
reason.
11 minutes.
No.
No, she is not going to do that. But as communication gets translated back and forth, how can you not know?
We just said we don't know.
Are you not from the Fae?
No.
You're holding the bow of one of the feral one's wild hunt.
What?
I look
Yeah.
at her bow.
You got training.
I made it.
And she
I
pulls
made it. I
her
promise. I made it. Look.
she pulls her bow out, and it's an identical bow.
No.
I think we
And you
just...
look and point at the other guy who was there, and the bow on his back is identical as well.
What? No, but I made this.
I
What?
think that's just a story we started telling ourselves.
What?
Look, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I don't know who you are. You're of the Seedling Court, you never heard of it. You don't know the War Luminescence, the Feral One. Follow the Summer. Summer Queen's long dead. Your court is in shambles. We've been at war for decades. You don't suffer like we do. You don't bear the pale. How? You're too young.
I mean, if we had the answers, we could tell you. But, how do we know you're not making any of this up? The boat, you guys could have just been following us this entire time and had a mimic or something and cloned my bow.
What advantage would I have for that? You've killed all of us. I'm on my way out.
Brother, help me with this one.
How long have you been here? Were you with us in that place we were?
Which fuck?
When we took the girl to that spot and there was the rust.
No. She says, I've only been here for a couple of days, weeks. I don't know how your time works here.
Hey, I don't know what they're saying, but can you ask them what it was they wanted from the dragon? Because I'm very curious.
The tall one wants to know what you wanted from, and I'll omit the dragon part and say from back there.
Look, we're here to gather power, magical items, and amass goods for our general, our commander, leader of the Pale Court. I can't say more than that.
That bug thing, was he your leader?
He was an appointed leader for this squad, but not leader of anything much more.
You could have killed my sister there.
Yeah, you could have.
Wouldn't have been the first time I killed one of your kind. Like I said, war. I've been fighting my whole life.
Well, we haven't been. Take this weapon. It reeks. I'll just kick the dagger towards her.
Pops it up, catches it.
If we see you again, what happens?
Depends on what side we're on.
I'm sorry that the Pale, whatever it is hurting you, if that's what's happening. We really don't know what's going on.
Fucking Summer Queen. It's a curse. I appreciate your apologies, what little they do. I don't know how you don't know what's happened, how you've been here. Maybe count your blessings. If you were there, they either died or like this.
Kyle, can I ask, just out of curiosity, during this whole point, are they reacting to Ray at all? Like, is there any, recognition or any, it's just magic thing?
Not really in the like a little ball of light. It just Ray kind of just looks like a magic, like a dancing light, like the spell dancing light. Like if under, that's just kind of what she just generally looks like. So anyone who's been around magic, it's not that crazy. Maybe it's a little warmer, but
she looks like Tinkerbell when the light's on, not like Tinkerbell when the light's not on.
Exactly. Yeah. She says, takes like one more step back, still like slowly getting space, but the more you've talked, the more she's feeling more comfortable with moving. Basically, kind of begins to turn on her heels and just says, "Don't take this the wrong way, but I hope we don't meet again."
If we do, I hope it's like this and not like what it was before.
It won't be.
What's your name?
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, no, I'm not Valentine. 5.
I already blew the natural 20, I'm sorry.
Nah, I don't need it.
She says, spilling things like that can get you killed. I'm not doing that this day. I'll give you one piece of advice, though, before I go. If you see more of us, they've had more of you coming here as prisoner. We thought when we first saw you that you were an escaped prisoner troop until you kicked our fucking asses. If you see more of us, they might have more of you.
Like, looks like Nettie and I?
All kinds. I've seen your kind around.
Even with antlers?
I don't know about the antlers.
I'll just look at Nettie and look back.
But all the courts, they're going to fall beneath the Pale Court. In time, sure enough.
There's a lot of light. Does that ray float around?
Up here there is. Not there anymore. That's where I belong. That's where I'll go. Like I say, it's best we don't see again. I appreciate your kindness. Takes another 2 steps.
Just kind of stare at her. Kick the snow.
She gives one last kind of, if there's no more, she gives one last look to Nettie and just kind of gives a nod. And then just fades off.
Not nice to me. Cheer. I can't read the vibes here. I can't tell if you're on the same side or not.
Definitely not the same side.
Hey, I didn't understand a word of that.
I tried to translate some of it. I'll try and...
Even got really involved. It's okay.
She said, like, pale cord and called us seedlings, and there might be others like us, and then he almost died, and you almost died.
Oh, yeah.
The crane chopped a giant's face off, both faces off. There was a moth guy? The crane, did that moth guy look like the insect people you'd seen before? The Thry-Queen? Thry-Queen?
Similar in an insectoid nature, but this creature was specifically like a white pale bone, where those are more like orangey browns, and very clearly like like has the moth wings and more of a moth and like feature. You couldn't quite see the face because the helm was there, but more less the Thry-Crane have more like ant like features, if you want to think of it like that. So like similar in like the weird segmented arms and whatnot, but not the same.
Nettie, are you okay with the bow and the wild hunt?
Like, I don't get it. Like, I made this bow. That's what I don't get. I made it. I wouldn't just make that up, right?
Sometimes I think we told a lot of stories when we were kids. I don't know how long we were in that forest before our parents found us. It's hard to remember when we were younger, like what's actually memories and what's actually stuff we just filled in the gaps with. Like, I don't know how I got my scar. I don't know how Ray has always been with us. Hell, I don't even know when you got Toot Sweet. Did you guys see Toot Sweet in that fight? He bit that giant's ear off. It was crazy.
Pretty cool. No, like, that's the thing. Why wouldn't we remember any of that? I feel like that would be something really important to remember.
Yeah.
Maybe someone doesn't want you to remember it.
Yeah. Maybe we shouldn't remember it. Might be bad.
Maybe we're gonna have to remember.
At least there's not just the two of us now.
Yeah.
These two.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I'll drop the thing because I probably
It really
might have
hurts.
been accidental. Yeah, I'm sorry.
It keeps hurting me.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
just
sorry.
conscious.
I'll go pick up my symbol of
Body.
Koros and drop it for him.
How
Oh,
do
disease.
we-
I'm sorry.
Symbol of Koros is still kind of warm to the touch as you pick it up.
I've never seen you act like that before when that little goblin guy ran away with your symbol.
Oh, yeah, that's very, very new. I don't know what that is. That's actually, you know, I don't know. This is not the time to freak out. I don't know what that is. That's new. I didn't do that. I didn't do that. I didn't cast that. That was Koros. I didn't cast. That was Koros. I didn't cast. That was Koros.
Okay. It was awesome.
Yeah, but that was Koros. That wasn't.
You're
That wasn't me.
Koros.
That wasn't me. No, that's bullshit. No,
Wait, what?
that's real.
What?
No, this is that's all arcane. This was Koros though. I mean, the light's him and the healing's him. Everything else is just a lot of practice.
What's happening? The Crane, next thing I know, you're going to tell me you don't have...
You guys just had like a big thing. We're trying to figure out what that is.
No, this
is not the right time. I'm going to think about this.
The Crane, do you have GI issues? Is everything we know a lie? Is everything I know about you guys just made up?
He wouldn't lie to us.
He wouldn't lie to us.
What?
He wouldn't
He's
lie
so
to us.
cool. Look at him.
God, he's so cool.
I don't think I ever said anything about GI.
That's okay. He's embarrassed. He don't have to.
To be fair, I'd stopped lying a long time ago, and I realized you guys didn't know anything about magic. I just kind of stopped hiding it. We're not going to worry about it now. We got to figure out what's going on next, right?
That we defended this spot, which was what Miss... Come on, notes. Oh, God. Miss Clandestrix wanted. We defended it, so
You
good
did.
job. We did good.
And with your success in defense and many more questions added, we'll explore them all next time.
Oh,
So good.
oh, that was good.
Oh, Kyle, that was a great one.
Oh, what a twist.
It was just twist after twist.
Yeah.
Boom, rusty knives. Boom, moth guy shows up.
The moth guy, that was like, what?